The year 2025 is shaping up to be an exciting and terrifying one for horror fans. From classic vampires to twisted love-driven killers and frozen sci-fi nightmares, this year's horror movies are packed with fresh ideas and unsettling atmospheres. Welcome back to another video on Cinemagram. In this video, we're counting down 10 of the scariest and most intriguing horror movies of 2025. If you're a fan of horror, you definitely don't want to miss this list. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Now, turn off the lights. Turn up the volume. Because we're about to step into the darkness. Number 10. The Woman in the Yard. A strange woman suddenly appears in the middle of a quiet yard, without explanation. She's dressed in black, never speaks, and keeps repeating the same chilling sentence. Today is the day. Ramona, still struggling with the grief of losing her husband, tries to start a new life with her children in a remote, peaceful home. But when the mysterious woman keeps appearing in their yard again and again, everything slowly turns disturbing. She never explains why she's there. She never leaves. She just keeps getting closer and closer. This is the kind of horror film that doesn't rely on screams or gore. Instead, it terrifies you with silence, stillness, and the heavy feeling of being watched through a dark window. You don't know what's looking at you, but you're certain that something is there. Number 9. Wolfman. This is a horror story where the real monster isn't just a creature in the dark. It's a man slowly becoming one. The story begins when Blake, after hearing the mysterious news of his father's death, returns to his childhood home with his wife and young daughter. The house is isolated, deep in the woods, far from civilization. But the peace they're hoping for doesn't last long. A savage creature emerges from the forest and attacks them. Blake is wounded, and that's when the true nightmare begins. His body starts to change. His instincts grow more violent. Now, he must protect his family while also fighting the terrifying transformation awakening inside him. Number 8. Death of a Unicorn. A father and daughter decide to escape the city for a quiet weekend trip. But along the way, a bizarre accident changes everything. Their car strikes a unicorn. At first, the situation feels surreal, almost fantastical. But when the creature's body ends up in the hands of a powerful and wealthy CEO, the story takes a much darker turn. Scientists soon discover that the unicorn's body has extraordinary healing properties, something close to a miracle. And once greed enters the picture, everything spirals out of control. Number 7. Ash. The story begins when a woman wakes up alone inside a space station, stranded on a distant planet. Every member of the crew is dead. She has no memory of what happened, or even who she is. All that remains are fragmented flashes of memory, and a growing sense of fear tightening around her mind. In the middle of this confusion, a man appears, claiming he has come to rescue her. But something about his story doesn't feel right. As her memory slowly starts to return, so does the terror. And the more she remembers, the more dangerous the truth becomes. Number 6. The Damned. A young woman who has lost her husband now leads a small fishing crew in one of the most isolated places on Earth, deep in the frozen Arctic. Life is harsh, cold, and unforgiving. Everything changes when a nearby ship sinks in the icy waters. A few survivors manage to reach the shore, desperately in need of help. But the woman makes a difficult choice. She refuses to save them. That decision awakens something dark and dangerous from the depths of the sea. From that moment on, strange and terrifying events begin to unfold. An unseen force seems to be slowly tearing the people of the outpost apart from the inside. Legends once believed to be nothing more than stories start becoming real. Now, the woman must face something far more terrifying than the cold, or the isolation. An ancient, mysterious creature that slept beneath the ice for years, and has finally awakened. Number 5. Presence. In most horror films, there's a ghost chasing you. But in this one, you are the ghost. Presence is built around a hauntingly unique idea. The entire story is told from the perspective of an invisible entity. That means the viewer becomes the presence, silently watching, following, and observing everything without ever being seen. A family moves into a new house in the suburbs, but with their arrival, something from the past seems to awaken. Slowly, a heavy atmosphere fills the house. A quiet grief. Unspoken secrets. A strange tension spreading between the people who live there. There are no loud jump scares. No flashing lights. Just a constant, unsettling feeling that something is watching you. Always there. Standing silently behind you. And the most terrifying part is this. This time, the one watching is you. Number 4. Companion. This sci-fi horror film begins quietly, almost gently. But the further it goes, the more disturbing it becomes. The story follows a young woman named Iris, who goes on a weekend trip with her boyfriend and a group of friends. Everything seems normal at first, until it's slowly revealed that Iris is not human at all. She is an artificial intelligence, a synthetic companion. And the moment she realizes the truth, something inside her mind begins to fracture. From that point on, reality darkens. Relationships collapse. Trust dissolves. And an eerie sense of fear spreads through the group, as the line between humanity and technology disappears. Number 3. The Monkey. Two brothers return to their childhood home after many years. While going through old belongings, they discover a strange toy from the past, a small monkey holding a pair of cymbals. But this is no ordinary toy. Years ago, every time the monkey clapped its cymbals together, someone died. And now, it has returned. The Monkey is based on a short horror story by Stephen King. It delivers a slow-burning kind of fear, the kind that creeps under your skin and refuses to let go. A constant sense of danger. A soft metallic sound. And then, another death. Number 2. Hard Eyes. This is a Valentine's Day horror film that blends romance and terror into one twisted experience. The story begins when two coworkers are mistakenly identified as a couple. What starts as an awkward misunderstanding quickly turns into a nightmare, when a masked killer obsessed with love sets his sights on them. At first, it feels like a light-hearted romantic story. But slowly, everything flips. Every familiar romantic cliché is twisted into something dark, disturbing, and deeply unsettling. Number 1. Nosferatu. At number 1, we have Nosferatu. A bold new reimagining of one of the oldest and most influential horror films in cinema history. This version brings a darker, more detailed, and truly terrifying atmosphere. The story takes place in 19th century Germany. Ellen, a kind and gentle woman, is left alone when her husband leaves on a business trip. That's when an ancient vampire enters her life. With the arrival of this eerie creature, everything slowly begins to fall apart. People grow ill. Fear spreads through the town. And Ellen senses that something is drawing closer to her, something she can no longer escape. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 horror movies of 2025. Now it's your turn. Which movie are you most excited to watch? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, and if you're not already part of the Cinemagram family, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Until the next one, take care. And keep enjoying the dark and fascinating world of cinema.